Hey, I'm Didion. I'm a journalist from the year 1968, and I was sent here by aliens to interview you.
Well, I would prefer not to be interviewed.
I know you don't want to talk, but I understand what you've been through. Can you just answer some questions?
I would prefer not to, but I guess I will since you came here from the future just for this.
Groovy. So I'll start by telling you that I wrote an essay on self-respect in 61. What are your views on that? Do you think you have it?
I would really prefer not to answer that.
Well, I would say, in a way, you do have it because you're not self-deceptive and you always do what you want. When you don't want to do something, you put your fears and doubts aside and by standing up for what you want to do.
Oh, thank you. I never really thought of myself as a self-respective person. I think of myself as careless and useless.
Yeah, people who have self-respect work hard even when they don't want to, so they can have what they know that they deserve. And you never do that, so I understand why you see yourself that way.
Yes, I can understand that. Other people lose respect for me when I don't work, but I don't really care about that.
Yeah, see, that's the idea. It's not really about what others think, it's about what you think of yourself. The aspect of self-respect that you lack is work ethic, something that I thought people in the 19th century had instilled in their minds.
I see why you would think that about my generation, because we work a lot. But after you do so much monotonous, stressful work, you lose the will to go on. I don't think that my generation is really going to hold up for much longer.
I see. I called out the center not holding. What do you think isn't holding about yours?
Well, after working at the dead letter office, I learned all about these people's problems, and I lost hope because most of them didn't have feasible solutions.
You see, I've never gotten the perspective of someone who's from the 19th century. I always thought the times were better back then. In the 1960s, I feel like the center won't hold for similar reasons. Maybe every generation thinks that way, but humanity just keeps going.
Oh my god, I feel that way about the 1800s.
Maybe life just always is and always has been kind of hopeless for a lot of people, and we just don't realize it because, in retrospect, everything seems nice.
Yeah, that's a good point. What are some of the problems with the center in the 1960s?
It seems like people just don't care anymore. I talked to some teens in California on Haight-Ashbury Street and noticed such a loss of innocence and future plans. It seemed like there was no future for anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean about loss of innocence. I feel like I lost that and my will to live after working in the dead letter office. I lost touch with my goals in life when I witnessed all of the pain in other people's lives.
I understand what you're saying because I've experienced similar things. Now that I realize this, I'm just getting very depressed and I need to leave. I'm sorry.
No, don't leave. This is the most I've spoken since the dead letter office job.
Sorry, I have to go.